Let me see you scrub it.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? I screwed up, I don't care. Welcome to my Tempest build. Let me show you. Now, unlike the other two builds which I've shown from the Druid and the Guardian, the Tempest is not, and I repeat, it is not a troll build. It's the jewel of the crown. It's my strongest character, and it's the one I've been dueling and roaming in World vs. World, and the one I have been dying less. Yes, less. On to the set. I am running a full Berserker's weapons and armor with Scholar runes, and on the dagger focus as main weapons, though I change them to staff whenever I feel like it, whenever I'm zerging, but normally when I'm roaming I just use dagger and focus. Dagger has a superior sigil of air and focus the bloodlust, but I will change it to force as it is on the warhorn. As for the trinkets, I'm running full celestial, and the reason I'm doing that is because it allows me to become somewhat of an hybrid, and it's a very strong hybrid. The sustain that celestial sigils give me, as well as condition damage and any other stats, will synergize very well with the Tempest, because like anyone knows, the Tempest is a master of all traits. Now, on to the build. I am running Earth, Air and Tempest. The reason I'm running Earth is because it has the ability to grant my auras a protection buff. I'm running an Auramancer, so my build is all around auras. You can change this to water if you want to share your boons, but I prefer to use Earth when I'm roaming, because normally I have the shouts to grant the auras to my allies and the overloads. On Earth I start with elemental shielding, which grants protection. Then I move on to Geomancer's training. You recover more quickly from crippling, immobilizing and chilling, reduces recharge on all Earth weapon skills. This is more like condition removal and a little bit of increase to mobility. As for the final trait, I use Stone Heart. You can change it to Diamond Skin, but since I'm running Berserker, I'm not full health all the time, so I prefer to use Stone Heart to run from sticky situations, along with the Conjure Fiery Greatsword. I use this specifically just because it grants me so much mobility to run from Zergs, and if you synergize it on Earth attunement, you just get practically immortal. As for hair, I run Zephyr's Boon to grant my auras fury and swiftness. On the middle trait, I have Tempest Defense, which surround yourself with a shocking aura when you're disabled with hard CC. This is very, very good against thieves or any hard CC characters. You can basically get out of sticky situations without even needing to press a button. Last but not least, I run Fresh Air just to keep that electricity running all the time, because since this is mostly a DPS build, you're going to need a Fresh Air as much as you can. Last but not least, I have Tempest. Tempest is literally a no-brainer. It's the new specialization from the Elementalist, and it grants your auras a shit ton of more utility. I start with Unstable Conduit, which makes your overloads. Overloading and attunement grants an aura based on the element you're attuned to when the ability is completed. This will give more auras to me and my allies. Then I have Invigorating Torrents. Auras you apply also grant regeneration and vigor. This is more for survivability, and once again it's very useful on the auras. You might not have boon share or horror share, but you will with your shouts, which I'm running too, which is Aftershock, Flash Freeze, and this is a shout but it does not grant an aura. This is to heal people around me. It's very nice, and these ones are made to allow me to survive. Aftershock, call upon the earth to cripple and immobilize foes in the area around you. Our allies from the initial blast gain a magnetic aura. This is very good to refract projectiles, and like the Guardian, people actually normally use range on you, and this is very good to give some damage back. It's very, very nice. As for the Frost aura, minus 10% incoming damage is very, very good, joining with the Chilled. As for this last utility, I normally use Lightning Flash. It's one of the best cantrips. It teleports to target area. It's good to run from sticky situations, or get someone that's running away from you. Now, from the four attunements, and the 5 skills related to them, I use the dagger because it's one of the best DPS skills and has a lot of mobility, and the focus, which is one of the best defensive ones and has the ability to grant you fire aura, which with one touch of a button gives you 5 auras. This is the prime ability from this character. It just gives you auras all the time, and this gives you the survivability you require and love. As for the foods I'm using, I normally use tins of fruitcake and Orion steak frites, but I don't have them at the moment. They just grant you power, and this one gives power equal to toughness and vitality, which in the end synergizes well with Celestial. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, press that like button, subscribe if you want to, and I'll show you examples of the build being used in the future, and I will see you on the battlefield.